Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Tanya Lady T. It's a Monday, y'all, and I'm off. But honey, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Ooh. It's that time. Yep. It's like them cramps. It's like, put them up, put them up, put them up. I mean, y'all, are you kidding me? Anyway, I wanted to come on real quick. Rexy came over here and we done been jaw jacking for about 2.5 hours and probably longer than that. But anyway, I'm finna do these beans. I'm gonna start doing beans, making me a batch of beans at least once a week and just incorporate that into my diet. And what I'm making today is some Great Northern, but not necessarily today, I'm gonna make them tomorrow. Great Northern beans by Goya. You can get any brand you like. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to soak them overnight so that it helps to pull some starch out and the all bubbly gas. Bubbly. You know how you're supposed to always keep a box of baking soda in your refrigerator? Oops. I need to get me another box. But anyway, let me put some water in this bowl. Just tap water, y'all. I'm going to pour the beans in here so you can, what you're going to do is just pour them in there and just make sure that the water level covers the beans. Y'all know how to soak beans. Just simple like that. They cover the beans. Anyway, I'm going to sit them over here on the counter and let them bad boys soak overnight. And then I'm going to put them in my pressure cooker. But now, what I wanted to talk to y'all about today is making decisions. I'm going to tell you something. You know, that serenity prayer, Lord, give me the wisdom and the strength. You know, I'm paraphrasing. Give me the wisdom and the strength to make the changes that I can change. And for those changes I can't, give me the knowledge to know the difference. There's just some things that you will not be able to change. Just a good analogy, the color of my skin, I can't change that. Or I can't change the fact that I'm a black woman and dark brown skin. And now somebody gonna say, yes, you can bleach it. But you understand, y'all know what I'm saying. There's just some things in life you just cannot change. But here's what me and Rex discussed today. Lord, help us, or, you know, help me, because it should always be a personal prayer that the Lord continues to sharpen you, strengthen you, correct you wherever you need correcting. I know y'all a little rough, but what is it about us that we see and know the changes that we need to make? And it might not necessarily be you personally, directly, but it might be concerning somebody around you, in your circle, whatever the case may be. What is it when we see the change or a decision we need to make? It's so clear. There's no gray area. There's no if and buts. There ain't no, well, let me just see what's going to happen. No, it's so crystal clear, the decision that you need to make, and you just don't make it. You just would rather continue on in whatever, when you know you just need to say yes, you need to say no. It's so clear, cut and dry. But sometimes it's like we psych ourselves out and say, okay, well, let me just wait on the Lord. Well, wait a minute. The Lord done showed you and told you what decisions you need to make, but you just still keep right on dealing with what you're dealing with. And it's almost like, you know what, your butt ain't been kicked hard enough. And you know me, I'm very descriptive and dramatic. Some of y'all are waiting for a long steel Ooh, y'all, forgive me, because I'm in pain. I'm hurting, and I'm tickled. But some of y'all, it's like y'all need a steel toe, pointy cowboy boot to kick you to make you make a decision. I mean, and my thing, why do we have to make it so hard? Just make the decision. You know it's the decision you need to make. Just do it. Just do it. And like I said, I was with my granddaughter this weekend, and it's really true. The Nike swoosh, just do it. Look, y'all, there's just some things in our life that we just got to take the bull by the horns and just do it. Make this decision. And what I'm saying is, that this decision is the correct decision. But like I said, it's like me and Rex are saying, yeah, you ain't been uppercut enough. You ain't really hit you ain't really hit, whatever you want to call it, rock bottom. It's almost like you just want to still stick around for more torment. You want to still stick around for more pain. You want to still stick around to see if it's going to hurt better this way. And, it's just like, if you have a slave mentality, free people don't sit around trying to figure out better ways to be oppressed. I don't. If you're free from something or anybody, why are you sitting around thinking of more ways that you could have been oppressed by this person, or more ways you could have been let down by a situation? Make a decision. And look, y'all, I told you I'll go back and look at my videos. I'm preaching to myself. Make a decision. It really, truly is based on creating the life you want to live. What do you want your life to look like? If you have progressed and moved on to a new and different season in your life, and what you tolerated maybe 20 years ago, you might have had the strength and the patience to deal with it. But now you in a new way of life. You in a new way of thinking. You in a new wine skin, if you will. That old wine skin ain't gonna do no more, honey. You got a new garment on you. And so you have to really, truly just make a decision. That might not how I want to be, because I recognize this. People are going to do what they want to do. And you find yourself continue trying to conform around what they want to do. And here it is, you're like, you doing that number behind a person or persons. And they're doing everything they want to do. And now you got to be, again, conducive to everything they doing, because you don't want to make a decision to get off the... And y'all, I could be comical and all this stuff, but I'm being serious. I'm being so serious, because the thing of it is, if you don't recognize that, wait a minute, hold on, stop, hold up, wait a minute. If you don't just say, you know what? You got to be like the prodigal son. You got to come to yourself. When you recognize, look, I done ate enough slop. I done did the 2-step, the 4-step, and the no-step. I got to make a decision, because this is crazy for me to continue on in this. And wait a minute, the people or persons or situations you trying to help, they ain't doing anything to make it better for themselves. So guess what? You have to do the moonwalk. Oh, don't mess with me, y'all. I be done busted out and did a moonwalk on you. You got to do the moonwalk and say, you know what? If they ain't trying to do better, if they ain't trying to catapult themselves where they need to be, and like I said, it ain't necessarily have to do with a person. It could be your own. It could be your own. It could be you. But you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision, and wait a minute, a different decision, so you can get a different result. Because what you're doing over here is not working. And like I said, some of us, It's almost like we need a sledgehammer. You done got jabbed a little bit with a little needle, but that didn't motivate you. That didn't move you. And sometimes, unfortunately, it takes some of us a steel toe boot with a real sharp edge point on it for us to get the picture. But you know what? I'm trying to live my life where I don't need to go and see what the highest degree of pressure I can deal with before I say ouch, uncle, or stop. Life is too short. I don't need to see how much I can stand of this type of pressure. No, because guess what? I'm not going to get a golden ticket or a gold honor or whatever because I endured longer than you did in somebody jacking me around. I don't have, and I understand some people's pressure points, some people's threshold, some people's tolerance way out last mine. I get it. I totally get it. But some people's palate for taking on BS, I'm just not going to, look, I'll just say this. I'm trying to make better decisions, making choice, again, that serenity prayer. Lord, give me the wisdom, the fortitude, the knowledge, the thought process, the decision-making process, that I make decisions that I know I can change. Stuff I know I can change, I don't even necessarily have to go to the Lord about. Just do it. Just do it. And there are going to be some times, there are going to be some choices that, yeah, you're going to have to go to the Lord in prayer. And there's nothing wrong if you do take everything to the Lord in prayer. That's what you need to do too. But I'm just saying, on our everyday lives, when we've been on that merry-go-round and we say, you know what, this ain't fun, I'm getting real dizzy. And I don't need to get to the point to where I'm throwing up to say enough. The first sign of me feeling dizzy, or I'm on that merry-go-round and that's all I'm feeling is dizzy. I don't see any results. I don't see any. It's not adding to. You got to just go ahead on and make up your mind and say, you know what? Enough. I'm not going to have to drink no more oil. I'm not going to have to anoint my forehead no more. I'm not going to have to dip down in the River Jordan 7 more times. No, I done, ouch, uncle. I done got enough. And like I said, I don't need to see the different measures of pressure and tolerance that I can take. No. And sometimes in our life, we have to just go ahead on and say, oh, no, I done been there, done that. That's where that saying come from. Do it to me once, shame on you. Do it to me twice, shame on me. Because we need to know what's going on. We need to know what's laboring among us. That's the word. We need to know who's laboring among us, and are they laboring in vain? They're laboring to kill, steal, and destroy, laboring to diminish my life. All just because you don't want to do right? Oh, heck to the no. I have to pray for you, and I'll still try to help you along the way. But if it begins to affect my life and what I can do on a day-to-day basis, no. I don't believe God would want us to be beholden to people like that, because he's given us too many examples in the Bible, even with Lot and Abraham. Lot and Abraham. Oh, yeah, they had to separate themselves. And then guess what? As a family, as a friend, as a business partner, if you're in distress, yeah, Abraham went after Lot to help him out of some trouble. But he wasn't there for every blow by blow for Lot's whole life. There was a separation, you know. And sure enough, if there's people in your circle that are in trouble, yeah, you try to help. But if it begins to infringe, and every time you open your eyes, now it's different if they're your children. Your children, of course, they need you. They're in your household. We ain't talking about that. I'm talking about stuff that your children are grown and gone about their business. And I'm just talking about you period. Honey. If every time you open your mouth or every time you open your eye, before you can make a move, You feel like you got to check on this person before you can even step your toenail out the door? So all I'm saying is that thing was just on me because I thought, oh my goodness, there's so many things that are so clear cut that we just need to make a decision on. And guess what? When you finally make a decision and they or whatever's going on, they get the picture, oh, they'll find a way to do stuff without you. But as long as you feel like as long as you do what they want, they ain't gonna have, why should they have to look outside of you? Because you always are the answer. So, but you got to let them have another multiple choice and say, you know what, I'm removing. I used to be the choice of A, B, C, and D. And then when you got down to D, it might be A and B. Guess what? I'm removing, because guess what? I'm F, and F ain't on the test. F ain't on the test. F ain't a selection. So I'm removing myself from the multiple choice answers. You know, we just have to do it. We just have to do it. But anyway, I hope this is a blessing to you because like I said, that thing, it happens to me in my life. I have had to make some hard decisions. And it may seem like, man, that was, whoo, it was rough. Ouch. Ooh. It was rough. You had to do it. But guess what? Again, it's going back to what I've talked to y'all before and myself before. We have to begin to create the life we want to live because, again, we are approaching a season in our life where back when it was 10, 15 years ago, oh yeah, no problem. You were in that fight with that person. But baby, as you enter into your new normal, it could be that your health won't allow you to do stuff anymore. It could be that you got some kind of a nervous problem that you've kept secret and you just working through and you can't afford to have any stress in your life but your own stress. Look, y'all, we got enough going on with our own self than to have to be dealing with other people's mess and stress. We have own things going on in our own household. Our husbands, our children, the dog, the cat, the bird, and the hamster running around on that wheel. I mean, we got so much going on within our own homes that we don't have time. And again, you may be in a season in your life where you have to say, oh, sorry, I could do that for you 20 years ago, but right now, I got to focus on me. I got some stuff going on, and I don't want to, put that on anybody else. I don't want to pressure that on anybody else. This is something I gotta walk this road by myself. I gotta walk this Damascus of what I'm going through by myself with me and the Lord. And if He put somebody in my path that'll help pull me a little further, oh well, so be it. But right now, can't do that. I know I did that for you 10 years ago, but right now, I gotta say yes to me. I gotta say yes to me because I'm in a new season in my life. I can't be beholden to you like that. I do what I can to help you along the way, but the everyday blow by blow, baby, I'm sorry. Call it selfish, call it you leaving me out here to dry, baby. Like I said, I don't need to continue to see the degrees of pain and pressure. I don't need to. I can't handle it right now. The only thing I can handle right now is stuff going on with me. I don't want to feel obligated to you in that way. I don't want to do things that ties me up on a day-to-day basis that I can't even go and buy me a cup of coffee at Starbucks at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and just sit there and thumb through my Instagram, whatever. Because I am attached to you in that way. And I shouldn't be and shouldn't have to be. In this part of my life, I should be freed up from having to do the day-to-day blow by blow. Again, don't hear what I'm not saying. Yeah, we need to step in and help when we can. It still takes a village. Amen. But the everyday blow by blow, and I can't go where I want to go. Oh, no. That ain't the way. I was trying to make it rhyme, y'all. But anyway, y'all know what I'm saying. Anyway, let me go. Cause look, I've been jaw jacking all day. I guess that's my little mask to mask this pain I'm feeling, cramps I'm feeling. But I'm just saying, y'all, we just have to create the life we want to live. Every week, every year, every quarter, century, whatever you want to look at, we all enter into a new normal. We all enter into a season where we have to just progress, you know, and do the best we can individually. That's what it's about when we examine ourselves. Examine where we are in our life and what we can do to make it better, you know. And even for those people that you always pull on, say, you know what, this year I'm not going to be dependent upon X, Y, and Z. I'm going to do something a little bit different where I pull off of them 100% of the time. Let me do something better where I only pull on them 50% of the time. That's progress. That's progress. But anyway, Lord, help us all with the decisions we need to make. Lord, help us and give us the strength and the power which you gave to us to make the decisions that'll be beneficial to our lives. Help us to know when to make them. And God, help us to know the difference between the two. Amen. Anyway, love ya. God bless. And may the peace of the Lord be with you. Bye, y'all.